It's a great honor and a privilege to welcome you all here this evening. On behalf of the WITS alumni, it's the WITS University in South Africa. I'm their representative here in Israel. It's a joint event together with TELFED. TELFED is the South African Zionist Federation here in Israel as well. And we are very honored to have a very close and dear friend of mine, Sher, who is the Jerusalem head of TELFED, who will just give a few words about TELFED and the importance of this wonderful organization. Before we start, if I can just ask you a favor, if you could all just either place on silent or if you could just switch off the phones, maybe that's easier, it could be a big help. Okay, with Roy, if you could just mention a few words.
Maybe you should use a microphone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. Should we start again?
No.
I think that's
Okay, Roy?
I'm sure I'll amplify it if necessary.
So once again, I want to thank you all for coming this evening. And this is Sher, who's the Jerusalem head of TELFED.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I guess you guys are familiar with AACI. So we're the equivalent of AACI, TELFED, Tel Aviv Federation. The organization was established in 1948. It was established within the state in order to help the Machal Mitnadvei Chutz La'aretz Chayalim who came from South Africa. And there was a need to establish the organization because many of those volunteers decided to make Aliyah at the formation of the state. Our organization supports Chayalim Bodedim, elderly people who cannot afford to live in Israel because of their pensions in South Africa are very reduced. We've got serious programs to help students. In 2 weeks' time, there's going to be a ceremony at Bar Ilan to hand out 4,000 milgot for students studying at universities in Israel. And there are many other programs that the organization runs throughout the country, different volunteers, about 300 volunteers running all different programs, cultural, educational, and volunteerism with many Ethiopians as well on board, helping them to study further in Israel. That's about it in a nutshell. So enjoy the evening, I'm sure it'll be great.
Roy, thank you so much. TELFED really does incredible work. So I just want to mention, you see in the background we have the TELFED banner and we have a proudly WITSy banner. So WITS is, I don't know if you're aware or I'm sure you've all heard of Nelson Mandela. Okay, so he actually was a student at WITS, even though in South Africa during the apartheid era, blacks weren't even allowed in five-star hotels, let alone we had separate hospitals, everything was separate. Group Areas Act, there was separate living places, hospitals were segregated, everything was segregated. But there were two universities, there was UCT and WITS. UCT is in Cape Town, and WITS, which is the third oldest university in South Africa. It was established in 1896. So those were the two universities that allowed black students. And I remember us, giving my age away, but I started studying dentistry in 78. And we had colored, black, white, Indian students, Jewish. I actually went for my interview with my Yamalkan and they accepted me. So I have tremendous karasatov, a real gratitude to the university, because not only did they accept me, but when an exam happened on Pesach or Sukkot, they actually changed the whole exam because of me in the class. So I have tremendous karasatov, real gratitude to the university. So there were black students at WITS. Today there are over 38,000 students, and it's always been the top university in South Africa. There have been quite a few Nobel Prize winners in Gordimer. There were many in all the different disciplines, in medicine, in science, coming from WITS. So they asked me to be the WITS representative here. We had the alumni going, and then it stopped for a while, and then we kind of resuscitated it, but it's been going for the last 5 years, and we've had some wonderful events. And you don't have to be a WITS alumni to come to our events, but we really had some wonderful events together with TELFED and World Mizrahi. So it's advertised often in Jerusalem Post, and you're all welcome. You can watch some of our events on YouTube. So once again, I want to thank you all for coming here this evening.